You got to support local artists. After all, they have the ability to do whatever the hell they want to do. Henceforth, they can do whatever the hell we want to do. Unlike other people, or more specifically other companies that are tied down by licensing issues and approvals and stuff like that, independent people, independent artists can do whatever the hell they want and can pump out statues, figures, etc. to our liking. So with that said, today was a very cold day, not expecting it. I decided, hey, let's go out and about, let's check out what's going on, the local malls, stuff like that. And I was able to pick up some pretty cool stuff today. So one thing that I love about going to these small local cons is that we have a lot of independent artists. Of course, I mentioned before about artwork and stuff like that, but I am getting very, very much surprised that we're having a lot of people coming out with 3D printed stuff. Now, in regards to the 3D printed stuff, yes, it's local artists, it's amateur, it's not gonna be your very, very high-end expensive kind of stuff. But still, I gotta show a lot of respect because when it comes to 3D printing, I would have no idea how to do it, materials used, the process of doing it. But when speaking to the artists at the local con, you know, they tell me that it's a hard process to learn, that every piece they put out, it's gotten better and better and better. And some of the pieces, like this one here, was actually hand painted. And it's the same thing with the paint job. It's just getting better and better as they're practicing more and more. But it's still at a level where they can put out their work in public and it's still catching interest. I mean, at least enough interest for me to pick something up. So one of the prints that I saw was Miracle from My Hero Academia. Very cool looking, very inexpensive, but it was unpainted. And I would want to have to pick up, you know, paints. If I was going to go with that route, I would go with an airbrush, but that would actually have me having to buy airbrush machine and do all that stuff. And I'm constricted time-wise for that. But I feel that if I were to get my hands dirty with it, I probably could knock it out. Another piece that I saw though was Rouge from the Sonic series. I was very, very tempted to pick that one up. Again, it was unpainted. But because Rouge is one of those characters that we don't see any statues. We'll see small little, you know, figures, toys of her, but nothing really like a statue. And when I saw this, I was just like, man, should I pick this one up? Pass on it, but maybe next time. So what I did pick up was this very cool Elsa from Frozen. But what I really like about it is that the artist took liberty to make her in Sub Zero attire, or if you want to get more specific, maybe Frost, which is like the female Sub Zero. But as I mentioned before, it's not professionally done. It's just a local artist, you know, very amateur work, very small scale figure or small scale statue. But just imagine this person's ability to take this character, Elsa, and switch it up. Not just a typical Elsa, but, you know, put her into her element, which is ice, snow, winter, things like that, cold, and make it into an iconic character with Sub Zero. How can you not go wrong? But when talking to her, yes, she does have plans to continue this. Again, that's why I say support your local artists, definitely, because this is cool stuff, but if you show your support, they're gonna pump out more things for you. With that said, the artist who made this, she actually has plans to make her sister, I forget Elsa's sister's name, but she's gonna make her into Scorpion. So yeah, that's gonna be really, really cool. I'll be on the lookout for that one, and if I pick it up, I'll definitely do a video on that one as well. But anyways, let's check out this small scale figure, small scale statue. There it is. If I had to guess, obviously there's not an actual scale, but let's see. Not a 1/6 scale, definitely smaller than that. Maybe 1/9, I'm guessing. And the reason why I say that is because Street Fighter characters back here, they're 1/6, and this one's just a little bit smaller. So I'm guessing maybe like a 1/8 or 1/9 scale. Again, I don't think it's actually scaled, but that's what I'm just guessing. So the base here, as we see these spikes protruding, supposed to be ice. You can see the different color blending Kind of looks somewhat metallic, but if I had to guess, it's taking a mixture of blues, greens, and maybe like a pearl coat color, kind of mashing it up, mixing it up, just spreading it everywhere to give it that real glacier ice look. Spikes everywhere. Obviously Sub Zero, Elsa, getting that snow on, getting that ice on, powers to really get into combat. Now I gotta give it up because again, I'm not familiar with 3D printing, and this is stuff we expect from the big companies, but from somebody just to sit in front of a computer, actually design this, all the little small details, all the intricates, we can see on her shin pads, her shin guards, and also her arm gauntlets, there are very, very small details, very, very small carvings in there. Obviously with 3D printing, with the ice sculpture, not the ice sculpture, the snowflakes design right there on the pads, very tiny right here on the armbands too. So even though it's a very simple design, we can still see that it did take a lot of work, a lot of time to really get all those fine little details in there. And again, the artists themselves actually hand painted this. So I give them a lot of credit. The paint job is done really, really clean. And that goes throughout the statue, the flesh tones, head to toe, the hair, everything. The actual paint, the paint job, the hand painting, I gotta give it a lot of credit. I mean, very careful with it. Again, it's not perfect, but for being independent artists, just doing it on your own, taking the time, I had to show a lot of respect and a lot of love for that. So, that's why I picked this one up. But speaking of all the details we can see right here on the outfit, the Sub Zero, the blue part, all the little details about the folding in the sashes here in the front and the back, and then all kind of like that pattern design that Sub Zero wore in the first Mortal Kombat, or both of them. So it's really cool. I don't know if that was something purposely done or just kind of like a throwback to it. If I'm, no, actually remember, it's like that pattern design, the diamond design in Mortal Kombat 2, not the first one, but Mortal Kombat 2, which is actually my favorite Mortal Kombat game. Now, this is one thing that I'm just kind of, not amazed, but just very questionable, not in a bad way, but her legs do have the pattern of fishnets. Weird thing about it, they are not mixed media. They're actually carved into it, and we can feel that material of the fishnet pattern in there. So I'm just like, wow, like this freaking design was actually just like that very micro carving. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but I'm just like, well, damn, pretty damn cool, pretty damn cool. And I guess these are supposed to be tattoos on her legs underneath it. Of snowflakes, some are thicker than the other ones, darker, blacker, etc. Very cool design. Another cool attention to detail is just this ice ball. I'm just looking at it right now and just kind of mesmerized. How was this done? Again, I have no idea as far as the realm of 3D printing goes. For those of you who do meddle in it, I'm pretty sure this is probably not amazing to you, but for somebody who doesn't know, I'm just looking at it like, wow, this is pretty damn cool. But again, it has a detail, all the hand painted paint with the silvers, the whites, kind of like a pearl color here too as well. And that goes throughout the statue. But we do see spots here and there. Again, it's amateur where, it could have been sanded down a little bit more smoother, etc. But for the most part, it's fine. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's not a deal breaker for me. It was a very inexpensive figure, but again, just very cool design concept, and the fact that the person made it themselves and hand painted it, had to support that. But we moved on. I really like these shoulder pads. They're black with these little spikes on them. Very cool, very unique design. I don't remember Sub Zero ever having spikes on his shoulder pads, but that's pretty cool themselves. And then on her face, the portrait, we can see the pattern where the 3D printer was making those marks. So we do see kind of like a swirl right there in the middle of her face. You have to look at it like up close to really notice it. And that's the only reason why I'm seeing it now. But from a distance or just right here, you're not gonna notice it. Very cool portrait though. Again, it's just a mask though, painted right there on her face. We just see her eyes hand painted, eyebrows, and then the hair. Very cool with the hair, how it's just flowing everywhere, the different layers. That's very, very cool. All the layers here just flying back. And then she has her hair braided into a ponytail right here in the back. Not really cutting too many color variants, but still very cool. And we can see all the little dots, the speckles from the 3D printing where could have been smoothed out a little bit more. But again, not a deal breaker, just a very cool little design. But overall, there it is, Elsa Sub Zero version. Cannot complain about this one at all. So again, there was a lot of stuff there that I saw. I wish you could have been there with me to just check it out how badass it was. So I picked that one up, Elsa Sub Zero. Not disappointed, can go with any of these. And actually, you know what? Screw it. Bam, there it is. But just finish it off. Another one, 3D print, very small figure. Very cute, nothing really to brag about, but just very cool. Halloween version of Pikachu. So we see him as a ghost face right there. Halloween, why did I say Halloween? Scream. Right there, ghost face with a knife, mask with the ear sticking out, the tail in the back. So a very cute little one. Again, they had other Pokemon versions. They had a Bulbasaur. Very cool little stuff. But again, these two, I just really enjoyed them and had to pick them up. And again, not from some big company, just a local artist. And I am gonna be excited to be picking up more stuff. But quick question, two of them actually. Let me know what you guys think of these two up here. There they are. But also, if you want me to try to deal my hand in painting 3D stuff like this, leave your comments down below. Let me know. Because if I get enough positive response, we can do a new series where you pick up these unpainted 3D printed things and let's do it. Let's give it a try. Again, it's something that I don't really see myself doing just because of time constraints. But if y'all let me know that you want it and there's a demand for it, hell yeah, I'll do it for y'all. But I hope you enjoy this quick little review of what I picked up at a local con. Something a little bit different, but you know that's what I'm all about. Till next time, collect what makes you happy. Watch out.